Oh. All right, let's lock in. That took longer than I thought it would. Like an hour and a half longer. But I couldn't just stop in the middle. So let's do our polls for this week and just jump right into it. Okay. And we're gonna get it. We're gonna get it. Oh no, it's Lantern Gregor. That's pretty good. Actually, I don't know if it's better. Oh well. No, I've already done this. Yeah, I tried a new recipe for mac and cheese, and it took a lot longer to finish than I thought. Isn't that Jabao you? What's that doing here? And what did you just say? I had a feeling this was gonna happen, but we really kicked the hornet's nest, huh? Hark, one and all, gaze upon our glory. In the 11th hour, doth the final band of heroes arrives. He's saying, don't pretend you're not with us, huh? At least give the audience a wave. He's saying, no. Guys, I don't think they're taking the announcement too well. A large portion of the audience is vociferously expressing their collective confusion, wrath, and concern. These emotions are expressed by their jaws that have been opened past a certain degree. What? Auga? As Marceau observed, I realized the chaos wasn't restricted to the audiences. The candidates were starting to get agitated too. And there he is, the disgusting, duplicitous bastard who brings annihilation to everyone around him with that silly, innocent smile. Huh? What's going on? I thought Bao Yu wasn't participating in the Hierarch War. That dumbass. Sink. Explain yourself now. Miss Sod told me to grab onto your sword like my life depended on it if you said that exact phrase. Blimey, can't we just... She mentioned you too, Heathcliff. She told me that if you ever said anything like, can't we just give him a good old beating and be done with it? Huh, what a throwback. Decorum, I demand the decorum. Hope you do not mean to risk having your body marred. Withdraw your name. It isn't too late. Now. I'm heading in, Father. 33rd candidate Bao Yu of the Jia family. Come forth. Ready, Dante? I don't know. And what about you, Ryoshu? I'm itching to get... Oh wait, is she gonna pull the sword out? Need to vent this shitty feeling. Are you sure they're gonna be okay, Faust? This is something that must be done regardless of the soundness of its participants. Faust spoke sternly. I still detest this plan. Let's be honest for a sec. Are any of us actually happy to go through with this? Okay, I guess there's one. Honglu, Ryoshu, and I walked up to the platform. Up close, it was much larger, grander, and more imposing than I thought it'd be. Enter the fabric threshold. Once we walked past the curtains as instructed, we saw Jia Yuanchun, Jiamu, and Jia Zhang waiting for us inside. I know not what in your life beyond the hedges could have wrought this change of heart, but to see you to aspire to the seat of hierarch is indeed a sight most curious. It's been a while, big sister. Has the life in Q-Corp been treating you well? I have seen and learned much, as you must have, Bao Yu. Now I see their true reason for returning home today. I'm sorry, grandmother. I thought better than to let this be common knowledge. So you did. Now that you have revealed your intent, withdrawal is no longer an option. Very well, now present the answer that you have brought here today. I'm sure you've already sat through many people standing in the same place I am now, explaining to you what it was that they'd brought. So I suppose you would much prefer if I give you a straightforward visual demonstration than make you sit through another 1,000-word lecture. Honglu gave Ryoshu a nod. Oh my god, Honglu and Ryoshu hanging out. That's kind of peak. Yes, I'm okay. Our answer that we may be able to demonstrate before them is resurrection via Dante's power, to show them that to us, death is but a temporary setback. And a most dramatic demonstration of that ability would be to... Ryoshu got evil. Oh! Oh, she's so cooked. I love you, Ryoshu. Indeed, you have certainly demonstrated something. You were truly the least dreary part of today, Baoyu. I see, so the most effective way to do it would be for me to get killed in front of them. Ryoshu, but I think you're missing the layer that makes this incredible, which is Ryoshu doing war crimes against Honglu and him giving a thumbs up. Like, he's getting a thumbs up as he's being waterboarded. Without any room for ambiguity at that. Hi, Clever. Then... Does that mean that one of us has to make sure that Honglu no longer lives? Oh, no need to beat around the bush. We've all died like 30 billion times. Remember what we did to each other when we first met? Then, Heathcliff, is the implication that you are still willing to murder Honglu without hesitation? Murder? Mate, did you really have to put it like... Fairly, I do not wish to hurt my good companions more than I already have. That's very fair. He canonically has given a thumbs up as he dies like he's the Terminator. It may be a stretch to say that it is fortunate, however. We seem to have an individual among us who may be able to carry out the task in a most painless, swift, and unburdened manner. And everyone immediately turned to look at... Huh. So how would you like to be cut? Where's that fucker laying? Who's he working with? It seemed that slicing Honglu in half did nothing to distract Ryoshu from her own thoughts. Jamu watched us in silence, motionless in her seat. You have split his brain in half. You have irreversibly ended this child's life. Not even life insurance shall be able to bring him back now. Oh, you... Well then, what will you do now? You have no means to restore this jade of the family. For your transgressions, you will... Clock. Spin it. And then Ryoshu starts fucking busting it down. I really like the idea. They brought a boombox. And this just flashed into my brain. Like I got divinely inspired. Ryoshu said, clock, spin it, crank that soldier boy. Dante clicks the play button on a boombox. Ryoshu and Dante start dancing, and then Honglu gets revived and he is also dancing. Like, that would go hard. And so it turned in one of the most high intensity situations I've ever turned in. Muscle fibers, the nerves, the flesh that was split all began to reconnect like a rewinding videotape. Wait, what? Why doesn't this hurt at all? Ryoshu's skill with the sword was no joke. I didn't even feel the slightest bit of discomfort. I doubt Honglu even realized that he was dying. Oh, I truly realize that it has been a while since we've met. He has grown quite bold. I smell beasts. Dark shadows had appeared outside the curtains surrounding us before I even realized what was happening. Stood bull, rooster, dragon! The task was to find the answer to freedom from aging and death. Not break a taboo and precipitate the destruction of our home. It has not been long since the family that once led H Corp was brought to ruin. No arbiter nor claw shall ravage a family of Hongguan again. What the fuck do they mean by this? The Arbiter. Yeah. It's like the A, B, and C Corp are all like the head and their two buddies. Jia Yanchun appeared ready to command the Heisho to kill us all, but Jamu silenced her with a wave of her hand. Oh, right. They're like, oh my god, he just resurrected Hong Lu. You will wait. Venerable Jamu, once the resurrection is complete, the head will. We must end this before they hold for one moment. To be rash in judgment is to judge incompletely. I wish not to lose either, our treasure and a clue to immortality. And Hong Lu was whole again. Ah, thank you, Ryushu. It really didn't hurt at all. And you too, Dante. NP, I love you, Ryushu. Ryushu is probably up there in my favorite sinners. I love them all. It's like they're like my children. I can't pick a favorite, but I can probably they're all great. I can't say which one is my favorite, but I definitely have one. Yeah. Well, because if we've been doing it for so long that I'm assuming they would have fucking killed us by now. Grandmother, big sister Yuan Chun. Did you see that? This is the immortality I found. Are we safe? If aught be owed, a swift vengeance shall arrive in time. It is simply yet to return. Jamu's quiet utterance seemed to dissipate the forces that had surrounded us outside the curtains. Oh, there's yeah, you can go ahead and do that. I didn't know we had the full sprites. Value of the Jia family passes. Oh, okay. It's just the full sprites, the full silhouettes. So there, that one's a rooster. The second one from the left is the dragon. Bull is the first one, and monkey is the last one. It's got a banana in its tail. That's cute. I thought he was off on some sightseeing tour away from Hongyuan like a jobless rich kid, when he even managed to find his own answer. Thus ends the first round. I'm so curious what... I'm so curious. There's a floating orb. Dragon is just a wizard. I really like that no one knows what the deal is with Dante's head. Those who pass must prepare for the second round, set to commence tomorrow. Remember, the candidates are barred from harming one another between now and the commencement of the second round of the evaluations. This is your one and only rule, thus remember it well. Anyone who dare break it shall immediately be disqualified. Oh, Pyro Jade. Oh, Red Jade from Exalted. That is all. As soon as Jia Jing announced the end of the first round, everyone in the audience seats began rushing towards the first floor. Getting mixed up with that crowd's probably not a great idea. Let's get out of here. There's a game called Exalted with different colors of jade based on elemental, their elemental effects. So red jade would do fire stuff. Green jade would be do like life. And nerd, how dare you? We're both sitting at a Limbus company stream, all right? I feel like the call is coming from inside the house, and I'm also receiving it from inside the house. We're in the same house, or boat, as they say. Indeed, let us immediately return to Hong Lu's room. And we decided to slip out of here before the curious crowd swept us away. However, as we turn around to leave... Oh, hi, Joshiyu. Did I read the new kit? Not at all. I did not touch it at all. Oh, big brother Chiu. Congratulations on passing the first round. I hear that you have passed as well, young master. Congratulations are in order, it seems. How is it that... if you want me... 2-page IDs are back. Oh, yeah, I see. Oh, 2 passives? Oh, right, because the second page has to give all of the unique status effects and the passives. Oh my god, wait, what? What is happening with the defense skill? Okay, that's a lot of stuff is happening there. Matt says, I genuinely want this man to crush my spine with his bare hands. Which is, I mean, he could do it. He's got them fucking stone paws, all right. Yeah. So I'm looking, the first skill, the image that I was sent is very low res, so I can't actually read it at all. But it looks it looks like it's good. It has a lot of text, so it's probably good. That's my guess. How is it that you, young master, who has not shown an inkling of ambition toward the seat of Hyambark, suddenly emerge as one of its candidates, possibly stealing the show? Well, you know, sometimes people get swept up by random surges of ambition. Wasn't that surge of ambition your company's and not young master Baoyu's? Well, if our last meeting didn't confirm it, it sure seems like they know us well. Have we not impressed upon you enough that you were to nicely remain within the borders? Instead, he sparked such disorder at the fringes of his perimeter. I had thought his only role in this design would be played as a pawn by Jia Shichun, no more. My lord, perhaps you have overestimated this young master. Are you still of the belief that inaction is a path without consequences? I didn't even get to say hello to you earlier, Brother Chiyu. Baoyu of the Zhao family formally extends his greetings to you. Oh, wait. Oh, that's the passive. I see.
성인이 된 이후론 정식으로 얼굴을 맞대고 인사드리는 게 처음이네요.
Yeah. I realize that this is the first time we are meeting face to face since I reached adulthood. Speaking of which, you managed to stitch Big Brother Yuhua and Mr. Qingtao's heads back onto their bodies? Heathcliff was the first to let out a flabbergasted gasp before the other sinners followed suit. I guess that's just how siblings of Hong Yuan greet each other, huh? Seems like Miss Bao Chai was just a particularly nice exception. You ask a question that deserves no answer. I see. You've arrived here unprepared, yet ready to cast yourself into the flames, all for the mere reason that your turn had come. If your mind hasn't changed, then it would have been wise to remain unseen and unnoticed as you were.
네, 걱정해 주셔서 감사해요.
This facade of wisdom and pensiveness worn upon your speech is truly intractable.
제가 그랬나요?
Do I do that? Did I do that? Urkel Liu. Noticing Jiaqi's hand tighten around his weapon, Ishmael quickly jumped in. Oh, in case you forgot, there's a rule preventing candidates who pass the first round from killing each other. Hopefully I'm not the only one who remembers that. If you're going to continue to bully us, don't be surprised if there are consequences. Otis, you finished the preparations, right? Mm-hmm. The reinforcements are standing by at the front gates. Huh? What reinforcements? Which is why I'm warning you that by taking any rash action prior to the start of the second round could result in a pointless skirmish for both of us. Loud boasts from an illusory army in an empty fortress, though I believe that sheer might is hardly the quality one should flaunt. I am not intent on fighting you here. Jia Bao Yu, you will beget great suffering by endeavoring to embrace beyond your abilities. Yet, if he still wishes to challenge and be broken, then perhaps that outcome is simply meant to be. We got the fucking Mean Girls coming over. We got the Mean Girls coming over and being like, you're not wearing pink and it's Wednesday. Fuck you. On God. Jesus Christ. And with that, they turned around and left us. It seemed that they were here only to give us a warning. What a relief. I thought we'd have to fight Jiaqiu and his Heisho pack. They did see right through us in the end, but hey, nice teamwork, Otis. What unbelievable impudence. Did you notice how they did not even glance at the rest of us through that entire exchange? Chue Baochai peeked from a pillar before walking up to Hong Lu. You passed the first round. I'm so happy for you, Bao Yu. Seriously, what's going on here? I didn't even imagine even in my wildest dreams that you'd be participating in the family hierarch war. Congrats to you, big sister Baochai. Is this still the first level of the day? Oh, right, I can't check. Gathering from the fact that you hid it even from me, you really didn't want anyone to know, right? Yeah, I imagine that must have kicked up quite the ruckus with everyone. Now I'm starting to feel kind of bad about this. Somehow we ended up lying to everyone. Hey, don't beat yourself up over it. Own it instead. Well, if it's all the same to you, then I want to say I'm so happy that you decided to take part. I was worried that you might have already left Daguanyan so far away from me again by the time I was finished with the family hierarch war. That would have been too bad. So I'm glad that we get to spend more time together, even as contestants. Don't forget to say hello and give me a wave if you ever run into each other, okay? I can't wait for her to fucking betray us. It's gonna be awesome. This is gonna be such a good time. Oh, it's such a good CG.
돌아오셨습니까, 도련님?
You have returned, young master. Yep, good evening, Jiren. Jiren bowed wordlessly in that same detached coldness we sensed earlier. She did not seem at all excited about her master's success today, nor did she appear to be concerned about him. A letter has arrived for you, young Master Bao Yu. You didn't even try to hide the fact that the envelope was tampered with, did you? My responsibility was to deliver the letter. To protect its integrity was not one of my obligations. Honglu, are you sure she's your maidservant? It's okay, she's not wrong. Can I ask you something? Zhao Ling promised to play a rock tossing game with me, but I can't find him anywhere. That's well, let's see. How many numbers have you learned so far, young master? Yeah, I've seen it. Ren and I learned up to 10. Then he'll be back after 100 nights sleep. Sleep 10 nights, 10 times, then that's 100 nights. Whoa, that's so cool. Shiren, you're so smart. It's nothing. It's something we all learned growing up. I slept 10 times 10 nights, but I still don't know where Zhao Ling's gone. Did I say that young Master Zhao Ling was to return? He said he'll be back after 100 nights. Oh, 100 nights is hardly enough, young master. It will take at least 1,000 nights, given what they did to him. I see. You're smart as always, Shiren. Given what they did to him. It's like that, what's like the only funny, Ted bit? It's like, yeah, there was a guy at this school, but they got him. Young Master, it's been years, but young Master Zhao Ling's body is still decaying. He has lost control over half of his body. Even after he was fed the boluses I sent him, I was told to relay that your boluses were useless, young master. The decay reached his brain, and I overheard the other servants gossip that it is impossible to recover from such a wound. The body is functionally dead. Death would be preferable, in fact. So give up your naive hope and forget about him. You're always so smart, Shira. But then they got him. I will now read the letter, Executive Manager. Alright, yeah. As I stood there pondering, Otis walked up to the front with the letter in hand. This is from Manager Sod. Hello, everyone. Heard you managed to pass the first round. How? It's like that German AI dungeon thing. Where the old lady calls him a liar and a fraud and a cheat and a thief. And then he's like, how dare you? And then he kills her. And then on her body he finds a letter where it said, I'm sorry I called you a liar and a thief. Even though that just happened. Oh my god. I wrote this letter before I heard the news, actually. You wouldn't even be reading this letter if you hadn't passed. Oh, that's... Oh, you know what? No, Sod's smarter than I am. The heck? But let's save the celebrations for later. The real game starts in round 2. This is gonna be coded. The other candidates must have been making alliances, strategies, sharing information about the next round. Meanwhile, you guys stumbled around aimless and alone before returning to your lodging. And here you are now, reading my letter. Is she watching us from somewhere? Oh, bind is also fun. But not to worry, for your team specifically, round 2 doesn't require much strategizing, because it'll be messy and continuous battle after battle. So battle on as you always do. Well, that's convenient. That's what you do best, right? Oh, makes the target take more from gluttony. Which is fun because the big S3 is gluttony. I see. Hold on. I would like to go into more detail in this letter, but I'm sure this letter will be and has been most likely intercepted by someone from other candidates, clans, or coalitions. So in order for you to obtain our objective, you have to rely on what you have learned and gained so far, your intuition and fearlessness. Like I said earlier, we have but one purpose. Contextual clues suggest that the one purpose is implied to be come in second place and obtain the golden vow. Well, that wraps. Does rupture do gluttony damage? Shameless curs who have rested their eyes upon the contents of this letter without authorization shall be struck down with the curse of misfortune. The last generations upon generations, ne'er shall they ever be successful in any endeavor regardless of nature. Okay, so it's true damage. The bottom part of the letter's been torn off, huh? What a way to end a letter. So, does anyone know what to expect in round 2? That letter didn't really help with anything at all. It would be better to learn the exact rules on site and hear from the organizers themselves. It is likely that there are forces who already have their eyes and ears on us. Executive manager, there's someone by the door. Right on cue, huh? I don't think that's what this is. Damn it, you. Grab your weapons and prepare for battle. Despite our rush, the person by the door was none other than Joshi Chun. She wore an expression that we had grown quite familiar with by now, an interesting combination of annoyance and disappointment. Why do I ever expect anything better from you anymore? So you're just opening your front door to anyone without even checking who knocked? Just like that? I thought you were done talking with... Yeah, we can be pretty heedless from time to time. But I don't think anyone who's intending to kill us would have the decency to stand and hesitate in front of my door wondering if she should knock or not. Oh, Hong Lu. You're such a bad person. And by that I mean you're so nice. Earlier in round 1, you had yourself killed in front of Jamu and Big Sister Yuan Chun, didn't you? And revived yourself in front of them too, I presume. Right. Why even go that far, huh? What's gotten into you, brother? Family hierarch, really? Why now? Why all of a sudden? I can tell, just from the look on your face, that you couldn't care less about becoming something like the family hierarch. Is that really it? That they told you to do it? I was just following orders. Chichin, imagine just for the sake of it. What if our actual goal isn't to come in first place? Do you seriously expect me to believe that? Right? Totally. Heck, I wouldn't buy that either. Anyways, I'm not really here to ally or play with you. I'm never ever doing anything like that with you again, brother. It'll be nighttime soon, you know. I'm just going to do something that looks a lot like parlaying, but it's not parlaying, you can trust me. And your room's always been so dark because you barely let so much as a ray of moonlight in. Seems like she's warning us that we'll be visited by some uninvited guests soon. Yeah, no way they're letting you, a sudden unforeseen variable, spend the night in peace. But didn't they warn us earlier that round 2 candidates are prohibited from hurting each other? I see. The only thing that matters is the exact wording of the law, not the spirit of it. Right. They won't intervene as long as the candidate's not trying to kill a fellow candidate, literally with their own hands. So don't trust anyone, even your maidservants. Thanks for coming here in person, Shichun. Tomorrow we'll really be enemies. For sure this time. And this time, I really mean it. I know it's too late to change anything, but tomorrow. Joshi Chun stumbled over her words, trailed off, then turned around and left as though she swallowed what she wanted to say. When she expressed a wish to visit you herself, I made 3 attempts to talk her out of it. It was highly impertinent of someone of my station to advise her against her 3 times, yes, but I implore you all to know that her choice to come here was not an easy one. I know this question can sound a bit nosy, but are things okay over there? We will face the trial to the best of our abilities. I wish with all my heart that our paths will not cross tomorrow. And I share his sentiment. I wish not to ever bring harm to them, nor they to us in turn. Well, when's anything ever gone as we wished, huh? The Heathcliff sounded just as uneasy. Oh, wait, what? Where the fuck is the next node? Oh, there it is. I was so confused. Oh, right, I might need backup units here. Ah, whatever, we'll win. For all lights must go out, the night is still. It's time. Sharpen your senses. Hey, what are some known infiltration routes in this building that our enemies could use? Anywhere, really, as long as the assassin's willing to put their mind to it. There was one time when one of them suddenly appeared from under my bed. That sounds kind of terrifying. Ryoshu, who was leisurely puffing her cigarette as the sinners were looking around in full alert, suddenly pointed up. Up. Ceiling. Someone just landed above us. Ah, so if they're hiding in the ceiling, there must be more waiting for us just out the door. Honglu spoke casually as though he was expecting to have them join us for tea or something. Impressive. You're pretty sharp. The sinners all whipped around and swung their weapons toward the voice, but the assassin dodged back with ease and began chugging from a gourd in his hand. Wait, this smells like... Is that Sod drinking on the job? Give me a break. I'm an old guy on a night shift. I say I deserve a drink. Our target's young master Jia Bao Yu. Let's kill him quick and call it a night. Can't wait for... I really hope Coffin Guy is an actual character. Yeah, I really like Wild Hunt Heathcliff too. And so what, this is Z? Oh no, this is not A. Oh, these aren't... Okay. These aren't the, what are they called? Mao. Pretty good. Okay, but these aren't mouths, so they're not really that big threats. Is it wrong I hope Chu isn't the final boss? No, he probably should come back. That's true. He doesn't seem as impactful. That's a pretty fair point. Yeah, because he's like introduced this chapter, or introduced in the last Intervallo, and he's like not even that showed up that much. Whereas I really hope we fight the N-Corp guy.
부족해 찾아졌지 않나.
Or if we go by the sort of theme of we succeed and N Corp succeeds harder. Dongering wasn't that impactful either? Hong Lu's older brother. Yeah, because the idea of us winning and also but N Corp winning harder. Oh, that is true. That is like an option. Yeah, that's fair. But in the dungeon, it felt like you really got to know him. But maybe, hey, that's just me. Yeah, they're getting cooked. Concentration.
그간의 전투 경험이 쓸모가 없진 않았군요, 단테. 적합한 조치였습니다.
Okay. Now let's throw out a teleport. Oh, we're getting serious. Okay. This fight, they're not that big of a threat. They're just like randos, honestly. Like, I guess they're more of a threat than the fucking Triax office. I mean, actually, there are a few of them. There's like a few of them. Both of you, shut up. Oh, this guy's cooked.
그래, 딱 반쯤 죽여버려. 13조 2항에 맞추려면 그게 제격이지.
Yeah, I feel like we will have like sort of like a mini boss stage against Shichun's faction. I feel like that's a pretty safe bet. There might be a distortion. I don't know. I don't really have any thoughts on whether there'll be a distortion. I think it would be cool. Like, I remember in Heathcliff's Kanto, it was really cool when Heathcliff distorted. So maybe Hong Lu will distort once he, like, learns how to process his emotions.
엎드려 자세를 갖추고 저들을 맞이하세. 우리를 가로막는 저 시련을 해치우고 끝나지 않는 모험을 향하여.
Okay, I need one. We have to hope Faust actually uses her defense skill here. Did I say my theory on the jar monsters? He's streamer boy, wow. You did not say your theory on the jar monsters. Oh, fuck. I need to, hold on, I need to go grab my water.
알아듣겠습니까? 지금이 적기라는 것입니다.
Yeah. So I have this thing where I sometimes I inhale through my nose and I smell a nosebleed coming. So I had to go grab my water. So I can hydrate. Or hopefully not dehydrate. Ugh.
내 앞을 막을 자는 없어. 출력 최대치. 공간을 뭉갠다.
그간의 전투
왜요?
경험이 쓸모가 없지 않았군요. 적합한 조치였습니다.
전부 찢어버리겠네.
The centipede? Like the charge, Abno? But that theory makes sense. Yeah, the poison jar. Centipede Apostle. I'm going to Google this one so I can remember it. Oh, it's okay, so it hasn't shown up as like an Abno fight. It just shows up in a oh, okay. So I see. I see. Yeah, you're a dungeon event. Yeah. That's like a cool concept. I like the idea. But we'll see if it holds true.
딱 여기.
Right, and they do poison as well. So that's like thematically resonant.
그래, 딱 반쯤 죽여버려. 13조 2항에 맞추려면 그게 제격이지.
Yeah, I like that theory. I think it's a good theory.
운전의 위대한 일격을 기록하는 중간에 이따가 버스에서 회고해야 하지 않겠는가?
집속불, 내가 충전.
Definitely should have saved that skullbuster.
운전의 위대한 일격을 기록하는
If the N-Corp goons just tactical spawn the Abno they have, that would be funny.
계획을 잊으셨나요?
That would be a very funny thing to do. As just like a, instead of fighting us, you have to fight our Abno. Just for fun. Ooh, that would be cool.
아이씨, 좀 피하면서 하라니까. 야, 저거 정신 차릴 때까지 앞에서 시선 좀 끌어줘야겠어.
내 앞을 막을 자는 없어.
Mind Wind. It's fine if you're quiet. Oh, you're playing another. Oh, I was gonna say you're playing another factory automation game, but it's specifically another factory automation Minecraft mod pack.
지금이 기회인 것 같소.
So I got it in one.
부족해 차려졌지 않나.
Yeah, also it's we're in battle right now, so not much happening. God, Multi-Cracker Faust is so good. 단테. What damage?
공격 범위 확인. 잘했습니다. 잘했습니다.
좋아, 이번에는 제대로 들어가.
씹는 맛이 있는데?
계획보다 더 일찍 의뢰로 완수했네요. 저와 파우스트의 뛰어난 능력 덕분이지만 여러분의 노력도 나쁘지 않았어요.
기차와 같이 달려나가겠소.
Or Aleph that bad? Oh, glug, glug, glug. Hold on. The drinking check. Whew. What, still working on it? It seems that we are continually underestimated by our foes. Ji Hua made the same mistake. You didn't seriously think that we would be defeated by such a pathetic force, did you? Oh, pipe down, you're giving me an early hangover. And don't you compare us to that little troublemaker from the Shi family, will you?
조심하세요, 오티스.
Be careful, Otis. His combat capabilities are leagues beyond those of his companions. So, that's why he's so sure of himself, I see. This one you need backup? Oh, so this guy, he's the drunk master. The drunken master. Identify your name and allegiance. Really? You think I'd just tell you all that if you ask nicely, working in this line of business? I have no name nor allegiance to give you, friend. Oh, so they're really strong. But we fought the next level down. Though I have no name to give, I have at least a title that others took the liberty of giving me. You tend to pick up one or two of those after surviving for too long. He who emerges with a liquor bottle only to fade into the nightly shadow. The world has deigned to call him the night drifter of the drunken path. Bomb.
어떤 상황이 닥쳐도 포기하지 마세나.
Oh fuck.
저들의 공격은 우리의 투지를 꿰뚫을 수 없을 테니.
Oh, his moves are powered by him being drunk. Let's fucking go. Oh, wait. That's... Huh. Well, he hasn't queued any moves that use it yet, so surely we're fine. Oh. This is probably it. No, because I can at least target 2 more. We can get a neutral, I guess. Okay, so we can clash all of these.
전투에 임하겠습니다.
Blue Star, yeah, I've seen that one in the Mirror Dungeon events. Otis!
그간의 전투 경험이 쓸모가 없진 않았군요. 딸때 적합한 조치였습니다.
Fuck! Oh, that's Blue-ish Star, I see.
기회를 잡았네. 휘청이는 저자를 꺾어 넘긴다면 저들의 사기가 떨어질 것이 뻔하지. 돌격하세!
Oh, fuck. Oh, okay, so there's 6. Like, how's he winning all these clashes? What the hell? Also, I'm pretty sure... Yep, that would be... So I have to use the defense skill here.
깡총.
I forgot if I played. You forgot if I played Runa. I had not. I've played like an hour. Oh fuck. Well, let's increase the friendly fire count.
전부 찢어버리겠네.
좋아. 이번에는 제대로 들어가.
이런 건 몽둥이가 약이지. 그릇 두드려 패.
Okay, so they are just. Why don't we just let them kill Hong Lu, and then just revive him once they leave? I don't know. Seems like a good idea to me, honestly. Okay, and then we can... throw in another telepole. Telepole!
공격 범위 확인.
Fuck. Fuck. Faust, please. Faust! You just realized one of your knees are double jointed. That's crazy, actually. That's messed up. Do you like... I had a friend, a coworker once, who was like, yeah, I don't have kneecaps.
전부
And like he didn't have knees. And that was like his joke he would do. Is it like you don't have a kneecap? Because that's a thing that's possible. Hong Lu! Jesus Christ!
기적해 필요하겠지.
상정웨이의 공격이었으니 이것까지 당신 탓을 할 순 없겠군요. 설마 알고 먹게 하진 않았을 테니.
Okay.
방금 당한 건좀 살펴.
Oh, oh, that's really bad for the sanity.
이건 좀 아니야.
Yeah, you'll be fine. Yeah, I got most of the attacks pointed at the enemies. And Heathcliff, you just have to be the dodge champion. So this is gonna be low damage. So we're contesting these two. I'm going to target this guy for to get sanity back. What do you call an insect furry? I think insect furries are scalies. Yeah, and then these will reset to 0. Oh fuck.
보이나요? 세상과 함께 타들어가고 싶었던 내 몸부림.
Rip Faust.
그 뭐냐, 거의 칼로 물베기 아니냐? 아니, 베어지지 않는 정도는 아니긴 한데 그래 뭐 두드리다 보면 깨지겠지.
Okay, well Heathcliff's dead.
돌리느라 고생 좀 하겠다.
But that's fine.
잘만 싸워보면 좀 덜 아프게.
The sanity is doing not as bad as it could. Okay. So we lose all of these clashes, I believe. Oh no, Ryoshu wins those clashes? Okay. No, you were correct that You were correct that I would need backup units for this.
감히 중지를 건드려? 전부 새기고 기억한 뒤 적결한다.
That's true. I haven't even done that much damage to him. All right. Let's restart. Let's regroup.
난 포기하지 않을 것이오.
차원 파동 장갑 충전
Oh
완료.
fuck. Oh well, let's do one more try, and then I'll forget to bring backups again.
이 안정감 있고 부드럽게 잡히는 푹신 최상이군. 이런 푹신한 날에 안
Did I
풀리는
check his
일이
weaknesses? That's a good point. Slash and he's normal against every sin. So he's weak to slash, and oh, he's resistant to blunt. That's why. With my all blunt team.
이 눈들을 너무 오래 보고 있지 마라. 홀려버려
Oh, fuck.
보이지 않을 테니.
Wait, there's literally nothing I can do about this. I think he might just kill Hong Lu turn 1 with no recourse. All right, let's just give up.
머리가 다른 사람들은 모두 정.
All right,
말뚝을 쑤셔 넣어 주죠.
you.
소재가
원하신다면.
네, 원하신다면.
Do I have a Hong Lu that can dodge? I don't. I don't know. I would have to be support.
모드 45-3 충전. 전투 준비 완료.
장부에 적힌
Yeah,
놈들은 볼
I
때마다
threw
기가
down some
막히다.
backups.
우리 중지가 엄지처럼 엄격한 것, 검지처럼 이해할 수 없는 걸 요구하는 것도 아닌데 말이지.
We need to actually get a good start or else we're like cooked.
내 앞을 막을 자는 없어.
Come on, Ryoshu. Please! Ryoshu! What the fuck is wrong with my sinners, dude? My sinners are so cooked. Oh, now he's at...
공간을 뭉갠다.
좋아, 이번에는 제대로 들어갔군.
Let's just restart. Let's just restart. Let's just restart. Jesus Christ. My sinners are so cooked.
실패했습니다. 퇴각 후
Sinking would go hard here, but my main team isn't
참
leveled up.
설레는
Why are they attacking? I think you asked me this question last stream, actually.
대가리 딱 떼도
Man, my sinners love losing clashes. They love it. Oh, and he's staggered already. What a fucking stellar start. We were so cooked. We're so absolutely cooked. That's true. If there is a charge show, I will. All right, let's let's. Oh my god! I might need to do a change in strategy.
원장은 실패했습니다. 퇴각 후 파손된 의체를 교체하고
교정이라면
Which would be charge? I don't know. I need to look at the Chinese zodiac. Well, Dragon's the cool one, so definitely Dragon. Because charge is cool. House, please. Oh, we didn't even get our full amount of charge. Oh, I was gonna say, but at least we won our clashes, but we didn't. Man, if only I had a Honglu that was really good at dodging. But that's blunt, so he's resisted. He took half damage. Yeah, I know they're after Honglu. Yeah, that was my plan, is to try and, like, get some favorable blocks. Oh, no. And also killing the minions gets me SP, which I do enjoy having. I think I have to use the teleport here. Okay, that was expected. Okay, so I need to read the minions' attacks apparently. Oh, he's not dead. Oh, there. Now he's dead. Yeah, but this is like really bad for. This is quite bad for the mental health.
지금 시계를 돌리기엔 촉박할 테니 다른 수를 생각해.
Oh, it's not as bad as it was last time. But at least they're targeting randomly now.
후퇴시키는 것도 좋겠죠.
Okay, now let's see if we can kill another minion. Alright, quick suppression was worth good damage. Oh, my throat goat? Oh, unbelievable! The undeniable king of fucking ass rolls. Holy shit. Also, he got annihilated for that. Please stagger this man. He deserves it. Okay, so we staggered one of the minions. This guy is close to his stagger. He's 30-ish damage away.
최근엔 성장하긴 한 모양이고.
We're just gonna try to stagger him. Okay, staggered. Perfect. And of course we get the tails roll. But Sinclair can roll 3 heads. Sinclair, you're such a boy failure. Wait, whoa, 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 hold on a second. I just staggered you. Well, it's not a big hit on Hong Lu because, I mean, I'm just... Okay, I'm just gonna let Sinclair take it. Honest, I'm just gonna let him have it. Okay, perfect. Okay, goodbye, Sinclair. Nighty night.
야, 괜찮냐?
And then we can get some big roof space damage.
씹는 맛이 있는데?
공간을 뭉갠다.
Okay, that
내가 그날 기억하겠네.
him wasting his turn on that actually kind of
할 것이다.
it was a huge tempo swing.
용맹하게 싸운 그대여.
The fact that he attacked once. Okay. We have to do another telepole here. I think that's good enough. The Serious Skullbuster. This should do quite a bit of damage, even if it's resisted. Yeah, see? That was half his remaining health. And we lose this clash, but it's fine, because all the minions are gone, and he's at very low health.
이것까지 당신 탓을 할 수 없겠군요.
It was quite a journey,
전부
but we
지져버리겠어.
did do it eventually. Oh, wait, victory? Ah, I don't get to kill this old man? Fuck. Huh, you're next, and the last one.
주인도 지키지 못한 죄지.
How strangely confident you are for someone who has failed to protect her master. He doesn't know that the sinners can come back from death. Well, now that I've claimed young Master Baoyu's life, I should be free to clock out. There's no coming back from a crushed brain. Real shame, had he studied under my tutelage, he could have almost matched me in skill. I think it's really funny how I understood the twist here the instant Honglu died. And the intruder disappeared from the room without another word. Oh, okay. And after a brief break, I revived the dead sinners. And if you win, he instant kills Honglu in a cutscene. That's very funny. Just who could have possibly sent him?
아까 그 가치우라는 놈이 보낸 거
Could be that Josh Chiu bloke from earlier. You saw the way he was glaring at the rich boy? He wasn't the only one glaring daggers at Honglu, you know.
야, 괜찮냐?
Oh, you alright? If your brain's feeling funny, ask him to turn the clock again.
아니요. 조금 생소해서요.
It's just that this feels new to me.
원래는 여기서
Whenever I was attacked in here, this building felt so infinitely vast.
그런데 여러분들이
But now that I'm here with all of you, it feels so crowded and alive. And that's funny how? Well, I imagine he's saying that he's happy we've got his back, to paraphrase. Aw, thank you, Honglu. If only I didn't work in a cutscene full of, or if I didn't work in a company full of freaks. Oh, this is the last level, I think. The last level, and then we can switch to Runa. Young master, I have brewed some newer tea. Will you imbibe some before departing? No way. Honglu, remember how the envelope we received yesterday was torn open? Refuse it.
저는 괜찮아요.
I'm okay. I'd love some tea, Shiran. Thank you. Yes, young master. Well, what's she gonna do? What's she gonna do? Poison it? He just comes back to life. Honglu sips Shiran's tea. Hey, that tea could be poisoned. I know we have Dante here, but you're being too reckless. I wasn't being reckless on account of having Dante around. If I was, if it really had been poisoned, I would be needlessly hurting Dante in the process. Even if she's become a less friendly, Shiren's still Shiren, so I thought it would be okay. That's when I realized that Shiren's odd change of character was reminiscent of those we'd seen earlier in the backstreets of District 8. Shiren went through a lot of revivals, didn't she? Yes, she's my closest maidservant, so she was on the most expensive version of life insurance. So when you say Shiren's still Shiren, you mean that her memories are intact? Yup, life insurance doesn't actually decay your memory, but still you'll slowly erode away, like a stone weathering mercilessly gusts and rainstorm. The memory shrinks and shrinks, slowly losing its definition until the form itself is lost. It only leaves a faint sensation that the stone was once there, until it was no more. But I hope that faint sensation remains a warm embrace to Shiren at least. Shiren quietly cleared away the tea set. We could not tell if she had heard Honglu, or if she cared at all, if she did. Regardless, we left our job and made our way to the palanquin that was waiting to take us to the round 2 venue. You forgot to tell me. When marching out to meet your foes in a deadly war. He was using a stick. Oh, yeah, that is a stick. Normally, most sinners would have laughed Otis off for being overdramatic, but today they were all listening intently to her every word. We've already had several close run-ins with the candidates and their factions, and even a formidable Heisho pack. Those experiences were more than enough to convince us that this was the time to take her seriously. We must first learn as much as possible about our primary foe, the one that poses us the greatest threat, if you will, and that is Shiyu. So let's list everything we've learned about that individual so far. Well, we know that he has no problems with blooding his own hands. Remember how he grabbed those decapitated heads? And we know that he tried to ensure that both our team and Shuchun's wouldn't participate in the family hierarchy war. Moore would know his exact blood alcohol level to the 1/1,000,000th place. We are also aware that he is flanked by Zilu, a mighty Heisho, and Zigong, a strategist. And it seems like he was the only one who sent the assassins from last night too, right? No, because he knows we can revive ourselves. It would have to be... I think it's Bao Chai who sent the assassins. Because out of the people who have it out for us specifically, it's... Right, where it's like... Chiyu and Honglu's other brother both know that they can come back from death. So it's definitely Bao Chai. Yeah, we know that he's definitely wary of us, so we should also stay on guard. So she's gonna be like, oh no, Honglu, you got attacked last night? Oh, you shouldn't visit my brother. As we all know by now, Dagwan Yuan is led by 4 ancient and great houses, the Jia, the Shi, the Shui, and the Wang. Ever since the time before my own birth, this place was a den of political intrigue, a jungle where a single misstep could spell your death. Today, the Jia family holds the most power and influence amongst the 4, which means that I was at the top of the world, afforded a life of luxuries and leisure, the kind of envious life that everyone looks up to and aspires to attain. I highly doubt that. If they're going to send a really competent killer like that, they're trying to kill us, right? If it's just supposed to be a distraction or an inconvenience, they wouldn't bother hiring someone so competent and specifically target Honglu, right? if Chiyu actually wanted to kill Hong Lu, he has the information he needs. He knows he has to target Dante, right? Same with the others, right? But Bao Chai is the only person who doesn't know that information. If he dies, that he's not a good enough fiance anyway. That's true.
그 바닥 아래에
He was
있었어요.
beneath even the rock bottom of the same world.
바닥?
Rock bottom, metaphor for aught, perhaps.
비유가 아니라면
If it isn't, then I presume he's implying that someone pushed Jiaqiu to the depths.
네.
It could be
많은
him.
손들이 벼랑 끝으로
Many hands pushed him toward the cliff,
그러다가
till there was no more room for him to
날뛰는
back up to,
공간은
until his only remaining choice was to plummet.
치유님은
Brother Chiyu is the last surviving descendant of the annihilated Kong family. Yet his surname was Jia, was it not?
어머니 쪽이
His mother was from the Kong family. Ah, how?
그 사람을 밀어낸
My hand was probably the one of the many that pushed him off the cliff.
저는
I don't think you're the kind of person who would do something like that, Hong Lu. No need to make excuses for me. Envy and jealousy came about from my grandmother and the elders' favoritism. And where there is a zenith, so exists a nadir. Hiding won't let me get away from it, so I'm going to accept it. Hong Lu remained placid through that entire reveal, as though he was making some innocent commentary about the weather and the clouds going by. In fact, watch out for the ones working with the thumb, too. It was Ryoshu who appeared more agitated than he was. The thumb? Oh, that walking brick shit house from earlier. Sometimes I forget Ishmael is a sailor. They hang. If you're weirdly worried, Ryoshu, don't you usually just... It's 'cause he's powerful. Ryoshu's like, I don't... He's like, you think I fuck around. No, I don't fuck around. Believe it. Silence descended in the palanquin. Has Ryoshu ever called anyone straight up powerful before? No one replied. We have arrived at the venue for the second round of the evaluation. We found ourselves at some sort of deep subterranean area with multiple lifts installed inside it. Some contestants were already rising on those lifts, but most of them had elected to remain down here to quietly and furtively discuss their strategies. As for us, we were slowly getting used to our presence drawing the attention of every single person in the room the moment we entered. Contestants must now each board their lifts and ascend. Well then, should we get going too? I feel like we're drawing way too much attention, so let's... Well, we were stopped by a voice calling us. Big brother Bao Yu. Ah, Dayu. Have you been well? I've seen a child who looks just like her a few times in Hong Lu's memories. I remember her beaming at Hong Lu as she made a mound of petals with one hand. But now she looked at him without a discernible emotion, a spear in the very same hand. Dayu, I didn't think you'd be participating in the family hierarch war. Have you forgotten that my family cannot exist unless we are in service of the greater houses? I am but a blade serving a clan from the Shuei family. I see, for big sister Bao Chai's family. Yes, I will be fighting in the service of others to the last of my days. Dayu. Hong Lu took a step toward her, but she raised her hand and pushed him away. It was not a threat, but her gesture carried such implicit resoluteness that it brought Hong Lu to a stop. Dayu, I'll be departing Dagwanyan soon. The elders have commanded me to leave here and experience more of the world. You're leaving Dagwanyan? So you leave me now, still refusing to illuminate me the truths about that day? Why won't you stop smiling like that? Then I hope you'll never come back here again. We shared an intimate bond once, yet all is for naught. Now I'm unbound by the heavens, unbound by the dirt. Still lies this heart of mine now with emptiness rot. A blossom may be lovely now, but its wilting sharpens the blade of woe, the blade of hurt. Our meeting never should have come to pass. You always say things that are so difficult and saddening to hear. My own funeral was held long ago, and now having met you for the final time, when we meet, our ends here. May we become a lone thread of formless smoke to be scattered to the winds. With that, Dayu walked away from us.
아, 여러분들께는 소개를 미처 못 해드렸네요.
Oh, looks like I forgot to introduce her to everyone. Ah, Honglu, always just fucking around.
어렸을 때 잠시나마
She's someone with whom I had the brief connection in my childhood.
지금은 보다시피
Although, I guess our reunion was made under pretty unfavorable circumstances. That she has come here in service of another candidate is most unideal. Means that we'll be enemies the next time we meet. You saying trailed off without vocalizing that sentiment inside.
인연이란 건
Connections are such fickle things after all. Honglu muttered with a faint hint of loneliness as we entered the grand lift, enclosed by 4 pillars. The lift rises ploddingly. When I looked down, I could see the other candidates, still waiting for their lifts, looking up at us, the candidates whose fates may or may not intermingle with our own in this battle. Job, how you? Oh, it's the fucking crazy guy. You will never leave this place alive. No matter what it takes, we will cut off your head. No matter what it takes. Someone screams bitterly from beneath us, but the lift does not stop. Young Honglu, are we to be battle villains henceforth in this quest? But to them, we are the villains.
그렇다면
Then they are evil. They are to be evil in our eyes? It's a distinction without a difference. Well, whichever is the case, I'm pretty sure that trying to draw a clear line between enemies and allies won't mean much. Seems that we finally arrived at our destination as the lift slowed down. We were greeted by a sight at first glance appeared as though it belonged outside, but we were still clearly within the confines of Hongyuan. This is the brightest I've seen the sky since like Kanto 5. Underneath the blue skies were 2 metal gates leading to a massive looming structure. Red lights flickered ominously through around the building. Looks like they decorated this huge space to look like the outside. I can't even fathom how much money they must have poured into this project. The chair. Oh, yep, I see it. Family hierarchy evaluations, round 2. A disembodied voice echoed from the speakers with a buzz. Begins now. The door to the lift that carries us up here closed shut. Oh, I finally recognize where we are. The lore on the chair is insane. You've been here before?
여기는
This place is the site of the former H-Corp that was once headed by the Kong family.
아직 그때의 상처가
This place still
아물지
bleeds
않은
from the wounds made then.
이제
I wonder if we will begin spilling fresh blood over them today. We are surrounded by the loud and crowded bustle of the teeming audience. Is Honglu smiling still, as he always has since our first meeting? I turn around to face him, only to see a much younger Honglu. Deep sorrow in the child's eyes was about to overflow, as if he were ready to burst into tears. Ah, but you gotta shove all that trauma down. Can't let that come out. Oh, we're all right. We're caught up. So, I'm going to end stream, and then we're gonna play a little bit of Ruina. I'll be back up within 10 minutes. So I'll end stream, launch the game, and whatnot. Drink some water. But I do like ending the stream instead of just continuing, so that I can have the VOD separated. Wonder if the ghost of the previous Arbiter who ended H-Corp will be a fight? See ya, Connie Elias.